Duke.
I'm Alex.
I'm Francis. And today we'll be talking about our cryptocurrency database and platform, CoinShroud. Francis will start us off.
Yeah, so CoinShroud is a web-based cryptocurrency platform that simplifies how people engage with the crypto market. Whether you're a casual investor, a developer launching a new coin, or part of a governing body overseeing projects, CoinShroud gives you tailored tools to manage portfolios, create tokens, and track transactions, all in one place. We're focused on making the crypto space more accessible, transparent, and role-specific, helping users confidently participate in the future of decentralized finance.
Yeah, thanks, Francis. So, yeah, CoinShroud are really looking to help several user personas, and this is exemplified with our app. And I'll just go over a quick top level overview on how the app works and the specific technical details about the Flask routes. And so we have several user personas for our app, which are average people, investors, the governing body, and also developers. And to satisfy their needs, we created these Flask routes so their needs are met. And so the average person route has several functions which get important information for this average person, whether it's their portfolio, updating their information, or just getting their information with get, put, and even delete methods. These are really important for the average person. Moving on to compliance, this this deals with the governing body as they view projects in the market, they need to create compliance reports and look at them. So they're able to get compliance reports, update them, and find specific compliance reports, which is also important for the developer. So they know if their project is currently following regulation. This is similar to rules, where you can get specific rules, update specific rules, and look at all the rules at once. So this satisfies developer and governing body needs. Next is education, and this is an important one for the average person as they're not associated with firms. So it's good to educate them using a get route, just getting the correct information needed for them. To satisfy the investor persona, we have several routes, get, put, and delete routes, which all get information about the investor or update the investor information or even get their portfolio. Next is projects, and these are the actual cryptocurrencies within our database. And so there's important routes here to get those information and CRUD operations like create, update, and delete. Next is transactions. And this is similar to the other ones where you can get them by a specific user, get them by the investor, or create and get specific transaction IDs. Next is a wallet, which a average person and investor has in order to create transactions and have a balance within our database. So we have different methods here uh, regarding the entire stack of operations needed to create a wallet, get the wallet, update the wallet, um, which is important. And lastly, we have withdrawals, similar to transactions, several routes to get information and create these withdrawals. So yeah, that's just a high-level overview regarding the backend and how the routes are created. And then I'll move on to the front end and the actual app. So here we go. And so I'll kick us off again as with our first user persona, which is a cryptocurrency investor. And this has lots of different options, like the wallet we were just mentioning, which is important as they can view all their information, like their current balance. Our sample data with Francis has $8,000 and has one recent sell transaction. And we can add funds just putting in the amount necessary, which adds it to our balance. Next is our projects. As an investor, we want to be able to look at what's in the market and what we could possibly invest in. So we have a table, data frame with all the projects available, and we can search specific information by putting in specific IDs like Duke's Diamonds here. And so, yeah, here we have some information for that. Transactions, we already have one sell transaction. Let's say we wanted to buy some polka dot matrix. We can put that in and buy it, and that will add it to our transactions. This is similar to withdrawals, as we can withdraw any money under our amount in the wallet and submit that, refresh it, and now we have a current withdrawal pending for $100. And we have a portfolio which shows our holdings and the value of our holdings, which is important uh, to show the investor what they're invested in and the value of that. Lastly, we have a page just on the sidebar, which is shown with all the personas, which shows a little bit information regarding the app. And yeah, I'll pass it to Francis, who will talk about how an average person works within this platform.
Yeah, so if we click here, see our average person. Now, average person is essentially the same thing as an investor. We just added an education tab where they show us some information about, investing in general and how they can, get started with investing since they're not as experienced, they're not in firms like real investors. So we think this is a good addition to our database.
Thank you, Francis. And yeah, so Alex can talk about how a governing body will use our platform.
Yeah, so pretty much as you know, as a governing body, we added like a couple different things compared to the investors. Mainly, we keep a lot of these about the same, but compliance is something we found to be like really important with the governing body, as we can update the compliance report for specific project IDs. For example, if we want to update Ethereum Pro to not being compliant, we can update that through this, and we can uh, we can use this to update it, and it's successfully updated. And then it also has, some compliance rules that are very important for governing bodies so they can regulate these cryptocurrencies and make sure, everything's going good and dandy. And yeah, you can also update the rules. So it's an evolving thing where you can continue to really, regulate the future of like cryptocurrencies and everything. So for example, if you wanted to say, just like be safe, you can submit that. And and then yeah, that's pretty much it.
And yeah, you see updates within the rules once we update that rule as it calls the Flask API route. And lastly, I'll talk about how a developer uses our platform. And similar to other personas, they can view all the projects in the market and search by specific ID. So for 15, that'd be Neo Digital, and that shows everything necessary. And it's also important for a developer to view compliance reports to ensure that their projects are compliant. So let's say I was a developer and created Solana Sphere. I can get the report and it's like, oh, actually, Solana Sphere is not compliant within the database. So yeah, it's important for a developer to see this so they can make changes within their coin. Next is the rules. Opposed to the governing body, we can't update rules, but we do have to be able to view all these rules so we understand what the guidelines are when we create these projects. Lastly, the most important page for a developer would regard these CRUD operations. And so If I wanted to create a project like Lopez coin, and let's say this is a pending project that I want to set at $10,000, but only have 3 coins available. I can create this project, which will then be added to the database, currently pending for 10,000. And then if we wanted to update projects, say we wanted to update that one into Francis coin. Let's say it's active now and it's only $5 for 100. We can update it, and in here, Francis coin will now be inserted and updated. And lastly, we can delete projects if necessary. Say they're not following guidelines, they rug pull someone, and they're not a great project anymore. We can delete it, which shows within here. Bancor Exchange, whatever was under Francis coin is now gone. So yeah, that's how the developer interacts with our app. Lastly, we can view the compliance reports, but that's all the user personas we have, and that's our full stack cryptocurrency platform. So we are able to encapsulate all the needs of our user personas and really show a platform that can bring people to decentralized finance and make good decisions. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.